After an emergency meeting on August 24th, Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association have decided to call for a complete shutdown of all medical services on 26th of August 2020 in protest against the repeated assault on health providers by erring police officials. The latest being the brutality on Dr. Atoka Wotsa on 21st of August 2020 at Dimapur. It was learned that Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association had warned of calling for a one-day complete shutdown of all medical services if the concerned authority failed to act. The state government on August 23, 2020 instituted an inquiry committee to probe into the alleged assault on a doctor, Dr. Atoka Wotsa, by police personnel on August 21st night. Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi yesterday called on Union Minister Jitendra Singh and discussed with him the progress of various development projects in the northeastern state. Singh, the Union Minister for Development of Northeastern Region, DONA, said that soon after assuming office in 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had stated that every effort would be made to bring the northeastern region at par with the more developed regions of the country. In the last 6 years, not only developmental gaps were bridged successfully, but the Northeast has also gained psychological confidence, he said. The minister underlined that all sections of society are ready to move under Prime Minister Modi, the statement said. Singh also tweeted that he had a fruitful meeting with the Governor of Nagaland, R.N. Ravi, and exchanged views on various state-related issues. Innovative learning tools adopted by St. Christopher's School in Chisore in Tuensang district in Nagaland in the ongoing COVID-19-induced school shutdown to ensure continuity in education have won the school the maiden Palikutam National Award for Innovation in Education 2020. Despite the lockdown and being located in a remote area, technological interventions like virtual classes, online tests, use of smartphones and televisions were not feasible. Hence, an awareness campaign was carried out to prepare the students to combat COVID-19 through skits, placards, posters, and booklets. For those who could not afford smartphones, notes and assignments were shared and online tests were conducted through WhatsApp. For those who had no access to smartphones, school office was kept partly open every day for few hours by following the SOP of the government so that they could collect prepared notes, assignments, and project works and gather information on various programs initiated by the school. The result of the initiative by the school was 100% participation. The Directorate of School Education Nagaland has clarified that a pamphlet being circulated in social media was a rough work created with dummy dates for the purpose of discussion at higher level and was not an authorized or approved notification. In a clarification note, Principal Director Shahnawaz C. said the department's attention has been drawn to unauthorized information being circulated on social media regarding reopening of schools in Nagaland for classes 9 to 12 from the month of October. Shahnawaz also warned that appropriate disciplinary actions would be initiated against the staff who leaked the rough work to unauthorized persons without the approval of competent authority. The members of the Regional Democratic Alliance in Meghalaya met the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma to discuss matters related to boundary dispute, introduction of railway lines, and the inclusion of Khasi and Garo languages in the 8th schedule. Speaking to reporters, Working President of the United Democratic Front UDP, Bindo M. Lanong, said the response from the Chief Minister was very encouraging and addressed the concerns of the alliance. He also said concerning the border issue, the Chief Minister has assured that there would be resumption of discussion at the highest level. Concerning introduction of railway services, Lanong said that the Chief Minister and the RDA were on the same page as far as addressing the issue of infiltration is concerned. With positive cases rising all across the nation, the COVID-19 status of northeastern states are: Arunachal's tally stands at 3,312 positive, 880 active, 2,427 recovered and 5 deaths. Assam's tally stands at 92,620 positive, 19,274 active, 73,091 recovered and 252 deaths. Meghalaya's tally stands at 1,976 positive, 1,179 active, 789 recovered and 8 deaths. Manipur's tally stands at 5,300 1,362 positive, 1,627 active, 3,713 recovered, and 22 deaths. Mizoram's tally stands at 953 positive, 492 active, 461 recovered, and no deaths. Nagaland's tally stands at 3,752 positive, 1,125 active, 2,610 recovered, and 8 deaths. Tripura's tally stands at 9,210 positive, 2,698 active, 6,414 recovered, and 79 deaths. Sikkim's tally stands at 1,446 positive, 509 active, 934 recovered, and 3 deaths. Total number of COVID-19 cases in the Northeast stands at 1,18,631 positive, 27,784 active, 90,439 who have recovered, and 377 deaths as of August 25th, 2020. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for all the latest news that matters and stories that inspire.